have a message to any upcoming rappers trying to be rappers slash producers? Anything you could tell them?
Yeah. If you doing this shit for the money, quit. Stop. It's not. This is. You're not gonna become Drake. All right. You don't get that. You know what I mean? You're not gonna make no money from this shit. Even if you do, like, you have to. I feel like the most important thing for someone who wants to do this is you need to, like, actually want to do this. Like, you have to have some sort of passion, some sort of love for the craft of making music, and just, like, you know, like, if you just here for money, it's not it.
What if they do like it, but they're trying to expand? What would be any marketing strategies they could take to help them expedite that?
Be consistent. You gotta drop often, like, very often, because you're not Playboy Cardi. You can't drop twice a year, and people, like, no one's looking for your next track. Bro, you gotta keep dropping. You can't stop.
You know what's funny that you say that? I was talking to bro, it's not even a name dropping him. I was talking to Kai, bro. I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, bro, I literally had a convo with him. Like, bro, you gotta start dropping more, bro. Like, you can't take you're not Cardi. You feel me? You can have
that's what I'm saying.
You can have hard music that is, like, genuinely tough. You can have tough music, but if you think you're Playboy Cardi, you could drop once every 2 years, twice a year, bro. You're never gonna take off. Like, I look at it like that. Like,
exactly.
Like, when I was dropping music and stuff like that, I was dropping either bi-weekly or once a month. Like, I tried to keep it where it's like my first 5 songs I dropped were like bi-weekly, every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I started doing once a month, and stuff like that. Drop a project, because you gotta, like, I don't know why people feel like let me ask you this: do you feel like there's such a thing as, like, you're dropping too much music, or do you feel like, because then you got people like Yeet, who dropped music a lot of music, and it worked in his favor.
Yeah.
Took off.
Yeah,
Jace,
back then. Yeah.
Jace, he dropped a lot of music. He took off.
Yeah, perfect example.
Youngboy drops, and Youngboy is mainstream, but he drops so much music. He drops like 3 albums a year, 4 albums a year, like, constantly dropping. And then you got, like, the Uzis may drop once a year, couple features. Exactly. Cardi drop every 3 years, like.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Like, is there such thing as posting too much music, or?
Not if you mainstream and you sign to a label, then you can get away with it. But if you are underground and you're still trying to come up and make this, like, make it work, I think you got to be consistent. Like how you mentioned Jace, like, bro, that man drops an album like every week, it feels like, you know what I mean? He dropped hella music. So, you know, you gotta be very consistent. There's no such thing as too much music when you underground.
I feel you. I remember seeing Jace. It's when him and Slump were beefing, and he dissed him. He dissed him. Recorded the Triller. The next day, he recorded the song in an hour. Then recorded the music video the next day. He had a music video in the song all in a day, like within 24 hours. And it's like, I feel like that pushing music like all the time. Yeah, I feel like that's how you start getting traction. It's like it starts popping up, and like, are there algorithms for SoundCloud, would you say, or it's like kind of like random?
Oh, there definitely is. 100%. Okay. You just gotta find it. It's hard to hit the algorithm sometimes, but when you got like people that consistently comment on your music, consistently like your music, SoundCloud pushes it out more. So
that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, like my first song that I dropped with me and Kai, when we dropped New 30, that song, but because we had dropped on his album Bo's Mosh Pit, and that took off, and then we dropped New 30, and that was literally my first song on SoundCloud, and that joint just took off, randomly hit.
That's what I'm saying.
It just was like first track I dropped ever. That joint, I think it's almost at 10K now, but I privated my music and stuff. But that joint, like, it just took off, and then my second song, it got a couple views, but then the third song, If I Die, that me and Dom did, that joint literally again took off. It's like random. Like, there's a few songs
is very random.
It randomly just takes off overnight, where it's just like 500 plays in a set in like 3 hours.
With me, I really don't market like that, to be honest. Like, that's my one weakness. I just don't know how to do it, bro. Like, how to use TikTok, it's too complicated for me. You gotta like edit the videos yourself, and like, I'm not trying to do all that. Like, it's like important, and if you are an upcoming artist, you probably should use it. I just make a trailer video and I post that on Instagram. Next week, drop the song. That's what I do.
I'm gonna go. I feel like that's the. I'm gonna go. I felt that because when I was making music, even when I first started doing YouTube a few years ago, I took a break in because that is the hardest thing is marketing, but that's the most important thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, maybe some trash artists, but you see their song 15 times on TikTok. They post like,
exactly.
He's not even trash, but you know that one nigga on TikTok who's like bend it over like Poland's bro. You think you would deem it to IG like on Tommy? The one nigga who runs out the car. You've definitely seen him before, bro.
I think I heard that before.
He posts his songs. He'll post like 10 to 15 TikToks of the same song. Like he'll hop out the car and run it. And like he's consistent to the point where it's like eventually that joint just started blowing up. Like all his songs started blowing up because he did the same like, and it's like
exactly.
Is it because what you said on Keeping Up with the Wild West? The more you put it in front of people, the more they're like, okay, now we have to listen to it. We're always listening to it.
I think so.
It's always there.
When you hear something enough times, it starts getting stuck in your head. Like Ice Spice, for example. I know I'm gonna ask you your opinion on Ice Spice, but me personally, I think she's trash. Keep it a buck. I'll keep it a $150. Like she looked good, but like I think the industry pushes her out. But like it's because you heard her so much that it became catchy in your ear. You're hearing her always on the radio. You're hearing it through TikToks. Because like I'm not gonna lie. And let me know your opinion on this. I feel like TikTok is like the biggest music platform there is now. Like if you want to blow up in music, you get your song viral on TikTok and it's raps.
Yep. Like TikTok is definitely the best way to blow up.
Like that joint literally. There's so many artists like that they utilize that. You feel me? Like do you got a TikTok or like do you ever post on TikTok?
I have a TikTok. I think I posted one video, and you know what I mean. That's it. That's all I ever did on TikTok. Damn. I should post on TikTok, but I just don't know what type of TikToks to make. I don't really.
You're not worried about that. You're like how you were saying. You just.
I just make music. I just love, bro. I have like at least 50 to 60 unreleased songs like ready to go. A lot of music. Yeah, like they're all finished songs ready to drop.